Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
If you're just getting home, the weather has been very active. That's an overturned semi near Glenfield, North Dakota. Glenfield is north of Jamestown and east of Carrington and in the path of the strong winds, rain, and in some cases significant hail.
And the threat from stormy weather continues. We've been watching on our sky cam that ominous, wide, dark, rain-filled front moving toward Fargo. So let's find out from Hutch what's happening with that and other problem spots. Hutch?
Well, we have a line of severe storms that is extending from just to the south and east of the Bemidji area, heading towards the Moondance Jam, folks, out in Walker right now with large hail and gusty straight-line winds. And that line is extended all the way down into parts of southern Clay County right now. All of that entire line is warned for severe weather. As we take a look at the latest on the radar, we see a line of lightning and thunder that extends through the Highway 200 corridor. When we look at hail size estimates, the colors you see on your screen right now, the strongest storms are again moving out of Hubbard and Beltrami County as we speak. So these storms are moving east at a good clip at 40 miles per hour. We'll be exiting our viewing area of Hubbard and Beltrami County. But if you are in Lakes Country right now, particularly Becker County into northern Otter Tail, a very strong line of storms continues to develop and move. As it moves, gusty straight line winds in excess of 60 miles per hour are likely. We've had semis overturned. We have had hail reports as well, but by and large, wind appears to be becoming the primary threat from these storms. Our storm chaser, Eric Whitehill, is en route to track the storms. We will keep you safe right here. If storms are approaching your area, gusty straight line winds can be expected. And we're not out of the woods yet. It looks like it could be a very long overnight as well. I'll have your hour-by-hour details on what you can expect in your backyard here in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
God have mercy on those who lied on my niece. Have mercy on their souls. And I'll pray for them.
There's no way she did this. That's what one family member is telling us after our investigation into a West Fargo woman who received a Habitat for Humanity home was named in a federal investigation.
That investigation involved a group of people scamming almost $9 million from our healthcare system. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric sat down with the aunt of Tanette Brackens, Shelley, who says there's just no way it's true.
I was so hurt when all this came about that I was in shock. Like, this isn't really happening. Tanette?
It was Wednesday when we knocked on Tanette Brackens' door in West Fargo. Nobody answered. A woman living next door told me that day Tanette was a good neighbor. And Shelley Brackens couldn't agree more.
We live the right way. We have family tradition. We appreciate the things that we have. We pay for the things that we have.
Shelley is Tanette's aunt, and she tells us this woman in the orange jumpsuit is heavily involved in her church here in Fargo, works hard to provide for her kids, and does anything she can to help family.
Opinions are like rear ends. Everybody's got one. But if you truly know Tanette, and for those that truly don't, learn the facts. Look up, or check out what she's done. She, like nobody else, has been a good mother to take care of her children. Okay, she goes to church. She worked a legitimate job. She files her taxes. She is a prayer warrior for real. And you should believe me because I have no reason to lie.
I asked Shelley, why doesn't Tanette speak for herself? Why doesn't she tell us she didn't do this? Shelley says Tanette is not the type of person to seek the spotlight.
I gotta go with it to my heart and what I know about Tanette and what I believe, and not just my faith. Not just my faith. This is not Tanette. Y'all got the wrong one. They got the wrong person on this.
Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Shelley says she prays her niece will be found innocent. Tanette Brackens is due in court by the end of the month. We're still unsure if this will affect Brackens living in the Habitat for Humanity house.
2 women were killed in rural Longville, Minnesota early today when a fire tore through the house that they were in. Longville is north of Bemidji. Firefighters say that the residence was covered in flames when they got there. Crews worked to recover the bodies of a 86-year-old Longville woman and a 48-year-old woman from Remmer. Names of the individuals won't be released until family members are notified.
A Ponsford, Minnesota man is in jail in connection with a hit-and-run crash that put a Detroit Lakes man in the hospital with serious injuries. Randy Lee Kettle is facing charges of criminal vehicular operation, with a judge today setting his bail at $100,000. Court documents obtained by Valley News Live say Kettle was driving a car he borrowed when he hit the bicycle from behind Tuesday evening. Those documents say Kettle left the crash scene. The man on the bike, Jared Moran, is hospitalized in Fargo, listed in fair condition. Kettle is also facing a felony domestic assault charge that investigators say is connected to the case. His next court appearance is set for a week from Monday.
A man from Thief River Falls is in trouble with the law after he was found dozing off in the car he apparently stole. Red Lake County deputies arrested 32-year-old Tyler Hansen for DWI. He's also been charged with felony motor vehicle theft.
A Ponema man was booked for DWI after leading Red Lake County Police on a chase with speeds reaching over 100 miles an hour. Earlier this week, police responded to a crash near Plummer. When they got on the scene, they realized one of the drivers had taken off. They found the car near Oakley, but Jones took off when they tried to pull him over. Stop sticks were eventually used to end the chase. After he's released from the Red Lake jail on the DWI charge, he'll face criminal charges in Red Lake County.
There's good news and some bad news within last year's crime statistics in North Dakota. Overall, crime arrests are down from 2015, while DUI arrests are decreasing and aggravated assaults staying steady. Alcohol and drugs were involved in 42% of those arrests. The assaults. Drug arrests, meanwhile, have significantly increased, topping more than 4,800. The state had a total of 17 homicides in 2016. That's down from 21 in 2015. For more on the crime numbers, go to this story on valleynewslive.com and click on the link.
There's nothing like a fresh donut or roll from the bakery, but imagine if the only one near you closed.
For some people living in a popular Lakes Country town, they almost lost a decades-old bakery. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop has our exclusive story on how another business owner in town saved the store.
The owners of Lake Country Bakery decided after 25 years it's time to retire, leaving the business to turn off its ovens for good.
Every morning we wake up to the great smells of fresh buns and donuts, and we see people come in here and enjoy themselves, and we just couldn't bear the thought of not having that every morning.
Owners of the Nines clothing store, located 2 doors down, Lauren Zimma and her husband decided to give the baking life a try. They bought the bakery and hired a baker.
It could potentially close, and we just wanted to keep it alive.
For the small town of Detroit Lakes, to lose this bakery, it would hit the restaurants around here very hard.
Well, we had no idea, but this bakery actually supplies almost every restaurant in Detroit Lakes.
The Zorba's kitchen manager tells us he had a backup plan in case the bakery closed, but prefers to stay with local businesses that provide fresh quality items.
I think having a bakery is really special, especially since all the towns around us don't have them anymore. I don't think people realize how much work goes into them.
Now the old owners are training them, their recipes, and kind of passing along the torch.
Zimma says the name will change to Crafted Bakery, and they plan to renovate the store.
Put seating all around here.
But what about the recipes?
We're going to keep a lot of the same recipes, but we're going to add a lot.
In Detroit Lakes, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
The changes for the bakery will start this fall, but don't worry, they plan to stay open throughout the renovations.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, the story of one girl attacked while out on a lake and her dad's new vendetta.
We continue to track storms throughout the valley. The Valley News Live storm team chasing storms across the Lakes Country. We'll have details on what you can expect for the rest of your night and the weekend ahead right after this.